build around this 5-on-5. Bwipo as well. It's just a very efficient buy to go to into the Kanik Rookern. Okay, the shield has been broken on the Kanik Rookern. And Dire, I mean, what kind of plays are they cooking up here? Because nobody else can teleport in, so he's just running for the minion.
He really wants the minion, so Bwipo alters him at melee range. Dire decided to come back in. Bwipo has taken a couple of turret shots, but look at his health. He can do this again as he gets the plate and looks for the re-engage and takes down Dire. Easy as pie for Bwipo on the tank. You only get 2,500 gold, and I think it came off the back of this.
Well, some of it certainly did. Even with the E missing, he didn't even need the slow. Bwipo just ults into a Q, and then you back off and you wait for your cooldowns. And Dire, does he get the cannon before he dies? I don't remember. Nope.
No,
not even get the cannon before he dies.
Not worth.
We are marking the entryway from TSW. Massu and Busio are ready.
It's a good engage and it's a bait. They pull off of the Baron as well. Tuck it half HP. Bwipo with the engage. Sets up in the choke. Dire is the only one here for TSW. A sent away again. The Supreme Display ain't that much as Taki finds himself the quickness. He wants to dance, but Fly just don't want her as Eddie. He managed to kite this one back, and it's the best fight so far as Hero. Meanwhile, outside the Baron pit, almost kills Inspired, but coming out of the realm, there's Massu waiting as he flashes over as well. Bwipo will finish the job. It's a triple for Massu, but he's Penta a bit out of reach as Eddie tries to find him in the backline. Stepping up, Massu gets a Quadra, and Dire, the Penta, has run away as FlyQuest. And I tell you what, this tank unkillable, so annoying to deal with. As FlyQuest just send it in.
They do. Bwipo first on the entry, and then Inspired goes top to fight the Mordekaiser, and Quad goes straight into the middle, into the double carries, and gets hit by the Kiana ulti, putting him in a very vulnerable position. Then when you get the shutdown, and Eddie's able to pick up that kill, they start to chase you out. It's Busio again, who just gets this setup for Massu, locking up the Mordekaiser. Massu gets the burst kill, flashes over to safety, and then there's nothing you can do about Bwipo. The Sion is too tanky. He locks them up, and Massu's able to collect the Quadra.
Eddie's frustration. First 14 minutes, no kills, setting up for something big. Maybe we change that now. Doran in a 1v2 is going to ulti out, but the flash is matched by Keen. A close call, but the Drakehound step is stepping it right back home until Canyon flashes. Looks for the 3 Talon strike. He's so close to getting it, but Doran has enough energy in the tank to step one more time. The real dancer is Doran. Sells more gold in the tank. Play around this dragon.
Yeah, they guarantee themselves mid-priority. Now they can go try and deal with the bot side push. Keen walking the face check inside try.
He's taking some damage. Doran is pretty healthy himself though. Owner looking for an angle. Carrier as well. Blast cones denied as Guma has to try and come in. But for T1, they don't have their 80 carry. He's separated towards mid.
All right, flank around the side from Doran. Oh, Guma!
Carrier, 3-man pulverize almost. Ruler disappears as well, but Faker as he jumps into the whole team makes a crucial mistake. Doran now comes in, gets a flash out of Ruler, reposition from Gumayusi, a 5-man cyclone. Owner finds the angle, but it's too late in the fight. Genji have annihilated T1 as Guma runs for his life, but he's tagged once again. Genji have 4 members on the run, and Guma is left alone. This turret won't withstand, and it won't get a kill in return, maybe, as Chovy, no! Command protect!
Coming from behind the dragon, Faker goes right up through the river here, and as they go for engage, it is Carrier getting the knockup. Faker tries to ult in, and then he takes his Aurora ultimate to the other side. As you say, he got popped instantly, plus Doran also, the Ambessa ult did not connect for him either. So the engage for T1 goes about as poorly as it possibly could, and Genji collect so huge. They were already earning their own large leads just through laning phase. Now after this team fight, you have to feel like that is just going to close the door.
Somehow.
You certainly do. All right, T1, they started up, but Keen.
The angle, the flash, Euro finds a wall, and Doran can't ult to get on out. The dive-in's easy, and Canyon sets up Ruler for success.
Oh, Duro, that was beautiful. They just destroyed. Doran is deleted, and nobody on Genji even has a scratch on them. Okay, Duro's got a little bit of a scratch.
All the setup again, Duro goes in deep, but Owner already getting chunked out alongside Carrier. Atakhan at 5, the dive in there as Canyon once again finds a new target. Carrier burst down, the unbreakable will was finally broken. And with Redemption coming down, what do you say? A shockwave into Guma. Duro given a wall. A double for Chovy as Faker finally gets something back for T1. But Atakhan just fell. There's Genji coming in from over the wall. Faker's got no mana to survive. His weirding isn't weird enough. And as Ruler takes him down, it's Owner tagged out by Canyon. The jungler's fighting out with Cyclone to negate the audacious charge, but once again the cooldown's up. Opportunities are few and far between, right? Around Atakhan, they tried to send it here, but the debuff is just helping Genji.
I think T1 are really just feeling a bit desperate. They're feeling the pressure. Duro not feeling the pressure at all. He gets the charge into Doran on the sidewall. Keen channels right off of it, and it is a beautiful pick from Genji. Then they control the tri-brush. Duro's able to get out with his W afterwards. He just gets Carria's ultimate there. And before the ultimate even falls off, Genji are like, all right, it's fine. We'll just continue to press, kill the Carria anyway. Redemption here to heal back up. They take Atakhan while they go for the chase, hitting the shockwave. It's just like Genji are making plays, simultaneous plays.
Yeah, when they drop down to the 1-1 bracket as well. As Ruler, he's now picked up the Manamune, or rather stacked it fully. Carrier comes in, no time to talk about items as T1 look for the pick. Onto Canyon at half HP, Owner jumps in, but his ulti comes first. Canyon survives, and Doran's coming in, but interrupted. This Poppy pick was a stroke of genius. There's no vindication for Guma, none for T1 here, as they are getting destroyed by the LCK champions, stamping their foot back at Worlds. Faker will disengage, but Canyon Duro have more in the tank to flash forward. The shockwave was still available. Chovy is gapping the goat of league to add more injury to this already bruised knee.
Yeah, all right, let's take a look at it. They're definitely having some fun on the Rift there now. Redemption comes down, but look at all that damage even before the rest of them arrive. So low, and as Doran goes in, Guma tries to follow. The Poppy is in his face already, though, and Duro's W sits him down.
Faker the last run away. He'll die here eventually as well, as we watch Chovy. His POV pretty much from a bird's eye view to kill Faker.
Important for this game because they are stomping regardless. Baron buff is going to allow the siege for Genji to run right into these inhibitor towers.
T1 struggling to step up. Relies on a pick, but 12,000 gold behind. They need some kind of a miracle fight. Owner's looking for that with his angle, but he's going to go over control ward shortly as he gets around the corner. Keen is soloing mid. Here comes Owner. Again, the Ambassador all followed up as well. A chance there, but the shockwave nullifies everything. Ruler willing to Valkyrie forward. He knows this one's in the bin. Genji, the LCK's best, and they just showed it again to T1.
And Ruler at Worlds flashing the Samsung Galaxy flare there as well.
Kobe, it was well-deserved, it was well-played lanes, it was Genji returning to form as they moved to 2-1 at Worlds 25.
Ooh, Ruler wants another champion. G2's bottom lane is here. Night and Shadow walking over though, because here comes On, ghosting on the Leona with the spellbook.
Flash available as well. Lebrov already low to start off, even though the Glacial Storm's there as the zone. Missing of the Zenith Blade is good, but Dragon is down. G2 get the objective, looking to get out, but the flash from Bin up against the wall has them all lined up perfectly, but the stun, gorgeous, beautiful. Bin getting poked on out as Hans Armor sits behind range. Skewmon flashed in to die as he ran out as On now on top of the 80 carry. Under turret, it'll be enough. Hans Sama gets ranged out by Knight. All in a swift blow. BLG hop in as a Realm Warp. Under turret is ambitious, but into a Nivea with no egg. BLG are sending it and claim the third kill for the unholy Knight.
And just like that, over a 1.6 thousand gold lead. Let's take a look at it. So, On rotated over, he goes in for this. The Dragon already taken by G2 though, then they heal. Bin goes for the flash play, but he's only level 5 on Cassante. So even though he has his Q3, he gets chunked out, and they have to retreat from the Anivia. But then, with the re-engage there, Shadow just instantly punishes them. The Kiana there, huge punish from him as Skewmon tried to go in, and the chase down kills from Knight, from BLG are huge, and they weren't even done with the first round of kills. Realm Warp on top of Caps' head takes out another one.
And some of BLG's mishaps, I'm worried because 9 Zenith Blades on this 100% KP Leona.
So BLG with that, congregation of 4 people.
Wait. Finn ulted. Oh, unstoppable though. The W stopped him, BB! Solokills, Benny Boy! G2 are following this up. They've got the adrenaline rush now as On is close to dying himself. Labrov sitting on the Mega Blast Cone. He'll take it under turret. Flash away. Knight matches it. Punishes him. Labrov, how many going down? The turret's going to go with it as well.
Yeah, here's how he started it out. Good combo into the wall, and then just chases him down. The red buff here on BrokenBlade, just pelting him, saves the W for the correct timing. Been annihilated. And then they also got the chase down on the other side here on Flashstone. Bottom side tower's already dead even before Herald. And Atakhan started up. So G2 with really good positioning here. And the Atakhan's getting burned down, but Caps gets engaged on.
He's got an X, so he wants to bait it in, but as he flashes in, he gets into the Herald. The escape mitigated, though, with the Herald dropping down. Caps goes into the egg, but it's all for the Atakhan. It's all here in front of G2's eyes. Caps will be the sacrificial lamb, and with a Realm Warp coming in, G2 are already away. Elk can't catch up, nor can not.
That permanent power.
The replay again, because, yeah, it's at 3K here. Imagine if it was a bit healthier.
Operation Sacrifice Eagle. He flashes over, is able to get inside, but it immediately goes down, so they collect him. Regardless, though, G2 calculated in sacrificing to be able to get the Atakhan and get out.
Let's get it out and get out again.
Love it. Get out. Get it out.
Get in, get back out again. Very powerful buffs are arriving to the Rift very quickly here. Red buff is already taken. Baron arriving in 30 seconds.
Elk getting ulti. No, rather it's onto Knight. Again, the wall's up and available. Bit of frostbite added. Flash frost onto Elk. He cleanses. Meanwhile, the bottom side of the fight is Shadow and the rest. And On's not going to get out of that one. Realm Warp to save Knight's life. Elk Arcane shifts away as well. And Shadow's getting poked out between Hans, between Caps. So many projectiles. And there'll be a few more chasing Knight down. Concussive blows so close to ticking. But a Mega Blast Cone gets Knight out of the way. But Elk is far up in the lane. Another target now found. An Arcane shift. And maybe a flash coming through. But from an angle, BrokenBlade shows up and sends BLG into the dirt. G2, it's Baron o'clock.
Yep, and that's gonna be pretty easy for them to get unless Shadow came up with some heroic. Previous one with Shadow jumping in, getting deleted, have been really rough for BLG, and so G2, I think if they just remain calm, okay.
Solar Flare, that's not calm. It's Zenith's Blade. Good disengage. Chance Corruption hits the back line, though. And On, close to dying, will die first. The supreme display of talent ain't that good. And Ben as well in the front line's getting shredded. G2 believe, and so do Europe. They're seeing the end. They're seeing the wall. The combination's there. A triple about to turn deadlier into a quadra for Skewmon, who has been riding EU high this whole damn year.
G2, they're gonna finish it right now. Hysterics, Baron buff on, they can push for the win.
We didn't believe. We said today was a stomp that the 1-1s were just letting us down. 100 Thieves did it, so we ask, why couldn't G2, the first seed of EU, is on his court and he's fountain by a damn ice wall, brought out this Anivia pick, brought out a wild card, and in true Caps fashion, he does not let us down. G2 are going to move to 2-1, and China is upset. BLG in the dirt again, and G2 freaking did it.
What a fun one. Anivia Poppy solo lanes for G2. Quite the scramble, and a lot of those